You wake up, not as yourself, but as the ruler of Germany. Across centuries, you will lead, you will fight, you will decide, and every choice you make will shape history or destroy it. You open your eyes, cold air fills your lungs. It is the 10th century, you are Otto, not a king of a nation, but a ruler of something unfinished. Germany does not exist. Not yet. The land is divided. Dukes fight for power, allies turn into enemies, and loyalty is fragile. Every decision you make is questioned. Every step forward can pull everything apart. And then they come, the Magyars, riders from the east, fast, silent, relentless. They don't conquer lands, they destroy them. Villages burn, fields are emptied, armies disappear. No one has stopped them. No one until now. This is your moment, not just to defend, but to decide what this land will become. You call your banners, men arrive, but not as one army. Different loyalties, different ambitions. Some follow you, some only wait for you to fail. And still, you march toward Lechfeld, toward a battle that will decide everything. If you win, you do not just survive. You become something greater. A ruler, an emperor, the beginning of an empire. But if you lose, there will be nothing left to build. No unity, no future, only ruins, and a name that history forgets. The enemy is close now. You can hear them. You can feel it. This is the moment. So tell me, do you risk everything to forge a nation out of chaos? Or do you hesitate and watch it all disappear? Centuries pass, the empire stands, built on victory forged in blood. But holding power is harder than creating it. And now you must rule what others only fought to build. You open your eyes. You are Frederick Barbarossa, Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. An empire vast, powerful, unstable. Germany answers to you, but Italy refuses. Cities grow rich, independent, defiant. They do not fear you. They challenge you. Your authority weakens, not in battle, but in silence, in disobedience. If one city breaks away, others will follow, and the empire will fracture again. So, you march south, across the Alps, through cold, through exhaustion, toward rebellion. You bring knights, banners, power, because power must be seen, must be felt, must be feared. You burn cities, you crush resistance, and for a moment, they obey. But control never lasts, because the more you force it, the more it slips away. And even emperors are not immortal. One decision, one campaign, one mistake, and everything can collapse. So tell me, do you rule through fear and crush every rebellion, no matter the cost? Or do you hold back and risk losing the empire itself? Time moves forward, empires rise, empires fall, and the dream of unity returns. But this time, it will not be built by emperors, but by something far more dangerous. You open your eyes. It is the 19th century. You are the King of Prussia. Germany still divided. Many states, many rulers, no unity. And beside you stands a man, Otto von Bismarck. He does not speak of peace. He speaks of power, of strategy, of control. He offers you a vision, one Germany, one empire, but not through diplomacy, through war, carefully chosen wars, calculated, precise. First, Denmark, then Austria, then France. Each conflict, not chaos but design, and it works. Victory after victory. Your enemies fall one by one, until finally, Germany is united. an empire is born. You stand at the top, stronger than ever before, but built on war, built on manipulation, built on a man who controls everything from the shadows. So tell me, do you trust Bismarck and follow his ruthless path to create a nation, or do you stop him before power comes at a cost you cannot control? The empire stands strong, unified, dominant, but power changes people, and the next ruler will not build, he will push everything too far. You open your eyes. You are Kaiser Wilhelm II, ruler of a rising empire. Germany is strong, industrial, ambitious, but surrounded. Britain watches you. France resents you. Russia fears you. Tension fills the air like a storm waiting to break. You build a navy. You expand your army. You demand respect. But power creates enemies and alliances form against you. Then, a single event, an assassination. Far away, but it spreads like fire. Decisions are made, lines are drawn, and suddenly you are at war. Not a small war, a world war. Millions march across Europe. Trenches stretch for miles. Men disappear into mud, into steel, into death. And it began with choices, your choices. So now, do you step back and try to stop the storm? Or do you move forward and unleash a war the world cannot survive? The war ends, but not in victory. The empire falls, the crown is gone, and what remains is something broken, something on the edge. You open your eyes. You are just a man trying to lead Germany. But this is not an empire. This is a republic, born from defeat. The war is over, but the suffering has just begun. The economy collapses. Money loses value. Faster than it can be printed. You watch it happen, and there is nothing you can do. People carry stacks of cash just to buy bread. A lifetime of savings gone in a single day. Families sit in silence with nothing left to eat. Workers flood the streets, angry, desperate, demanding change. And everywhere you look, hope is disappearing. And in that silence, new voices begin to rise. Loud, aggressive, certain. They promise order. They promise strength. They promise everything you cannot give. You try to hold it together. Democracy, order, stability. But every decision feels weaker than the last. Every solution comes too late. And the people are losing faith, not just in you, but in everything this system stands for. The ground is shifting, and you can feel it. Something is coming, something stronger, something far more dangerous. So tell me, do you keep fighting to protect a system that is already breaking? Or do you lose control and watch it fall into something you cannot stop? You open your eyes. It is 1933. You are Adolf Hitler, and now you are in control. Germany follows you. After years of chaos, you promise something different. Strength, order, power. And the people believe. You rebuild the nation. Factories rise. The army returns. The streets change. And with every step, your influence grows. You do not slow down. You push forward. You take back what was lost. Then, you take more. Austria, Czechoslovakia, Poland, one move after another. And suddenly, Europe is at war. At first, everything works. Fast victories, overwhelming force. Countries fall, one by one. It feels unstoppable, like nothing can stand against you. But war does not stay under control. It grows, it spreads, it consumes everything. Enemies rise from every direction, the balance shifts, resources run out, armies fall back, cities burn, and the empire you built begins to collapse. Berlin is no longer a capital. It is ruins. Everything is closing in. There is no escape now, no victory, no future. Only the end. And it came from the choices you made, again and again. And now there is nothing left. No empire, no glory, only destruction and silence. And in the end, everything you built disappears. Which leader would you survive as, and which one would you become? Subscribe